I'm Michelle Naundorf, and I've been coming to Brentview for just over 15 years.
I'm Diana Pike, and I've been at Brentview for, I think, about 13 years now.
During COVID, I don't know what it was, but I really felt like God was leading me to start to feed people. I think the need for feeding people became a lot more evident, or at least God brought it to my attention. And there were a few of us that had the same calling at the same time, and that's where the pantry was born from. It was just a need to feed the people walking by our church and to bless our neighborhood. And then from that, it grew to the Hamper ministry.
So I'd always wanted to sort of start some kind of hamper or food ministry here at Brentview. Once we got sort of a little bit of a team together, it just started taking off, and it's been growing exponentially. It's been incredible.
So we were actually in a Hamper meeting, just kind of starting it off, and the guy who owns Kingdom Coffee came by to deliver coffee, and we had just been talking about Kingdom Coffee and the ministry that they do with food. And so Pete had invited him into our meeting, and he told us a whole bunch about Kingdom Coffee, what they do, and we were all so inspired by it all. So that's kind of one of the first ways where our team got connected. Pete had been connected, but we all got connected and learned a little bit more about it.
Pete invited us to come to Kingdom Coffee one day and just check out the Hamper program that they have there. Kingdom Coffee, 2 or 3 times a week, they go and collect food that's been written off from the grocery stores, and it's all reclamation food from grocery stores. So a pallet may have been bumped, there might be a rip in a bag of toilet paper, a flap from like a cereal box might have come unglued. So all of this food doesn't get sold at the grocery stores, it gets reclamated and it comes to Kingdom, and then it gets sorted and then made into hampers. It's an amazing process. It's changed my life. So one of the things I do at Kingdom is I help the other volunteers there build hampers. So we sort the food that comes in and build it into hampers for different organizations to pick up. And then anything I see at Kingdom that I think Brentview's hamper ministry could use, I will bring that over to the church, and then we sort it here and make it into our own hampers to distribute from Brentview. I go to Kingdom now 2 full days a week, volunteer, and it breaks your heart, and for me, it just fills me with so much joy. I found a new purpose for my life, and it's incredible.
So the donations that we get from Kingdom, or that Kingdom receives, they fluctuate a lot. So some days we have boxes coming in that Diana is able to bring over, and sometimes we don't get a lot. As our hamper need increases, we find that these shelves empty quite quickly, and so it's important that we keep having a stock. And it's been really helpful, as you can see in photos. It's really been nice lately. Diana's brought in a lot of food. We've gotten a lot of contributions from the church family, and so we have a very well-stocked hamper right now. In about a month, these shelves could go from being super full to super empty if we don't get extra food donated. So it's super important having people alongside us to help with contributing to the food that goes into the hampers. So when someone wants a hamper, oftentimes it's a family, they will email. We will respond to them and communicate with them and slot them into one of our distribution days. They come to the side door, and we have all our hampers ready with their names. We check off when the people have picked up the hamper, and then that helps us to keep track of who's picking up hampers and how often they're picking up hampers. And then gives us a bit of time to chat with them, get to know them a little bit, and wish them well from Brentview. And we have a little card. I don't have one on me, that we slip in as well, just talking a little bit about Brentview. We typically distribute hampers twice a month, and we used to do about 10, probably average about 10 hampers every 2 weeks, and we this month have been growing, and we're now at about 25 every 2 weeks. The growth has been dramatic this month in particular, and so we're expecting it might continue.
When I think of the Hamper ministry that we have, I keep going back to Jesus' ministry and how when he was on earth, a lot of his ministry was like, it was around food. Like he fed the 5,000 or he went to somebody's house for supper. And food is such an integral part of everything. I don't know, I always have this thing, it sounds really silly, but spaghetti for Jesus. It's just something that sticks in my head, and I think we're feeding people, like people are starving in Calgary, and they need physical food, but they're also starving spiritually, and they need spiritual food as well. But you can't open yourself and talk to them about that if they're starving. We're helping them with food, but what our main goal is to help them spiritually and to have those conversations with them. And first step is food, the food that you see behind you. And it really is so simple, right? Here's some food. You're welcome here anytime.
As far as the Hamper team, we are fairly small, but we want to grow. We really would love anyone who has a heart for this ministry like we do to reach out. We do stocking of shelves, we build the hampers, and we also hand it out to people. So there's lots of options, no matter your strengths, no matter your passion, to get involved with our ministry. If you're interested in getting connected with the Hamper ministry, feel free to reach out to us, come talk to us on a Sunday, or you can check out FOMO, and we have some opportunities on